What's up? Jeremy here from MTG headquarters with an exclusive early look at the December 5th product Duel Decks Anthology. This is a first product of its kind released by Wizards of the Coast, and I want to first of all thank them for giving me an opportunity to give you guys an early look at this to help you make your buying decisions. So it comes in a really nice box. I mean, it arrived today on my doorstep, and I was thinking, boy, what did I order? It's pretty heavy. But I opened it up. Well, I saw it was from Wizards of the Coast, and I was like, oh, Duel Deck. But anyway, inside this box, I don't know if there's anything going on. Oh, there is some sweet stuff on the back. This is tough to shoot. It's you can see the size of the box. It's like bigger. It's about as tall as a standard playmat. So we have your Elves versus Goblins, Divine versus Demonic, Jace versus Shandra, and Garrick versus Liliana. So the first 4 duel decks, you get 35 tokens, and you get deck boxes for everything, which we'll all see. So these 8 ready to go 60 card Magic decks showcase our first 4 dueling matchups. Rejoin the fray as the game's most famous planeswalkers go head to head. Relive Divine, clashing with Demonic, Elves, and Goblins. Replay original duels or mix and match combatants to create new battles across the multiverse. Sorry, you're getting a little shine from the lights, which should go away once I remove this plasticness. So inside, like I said, you get ready to play 60 card Magic the Gathering decks, total of 8 dice and tokens, everything you need to play. Let's get this open. The boxes that you get are in fact large enough to hold the decks sleeved, should you choose to do so. Oh, just an insert on there. Okay, so let's get it open. Take a look at it. It's kind of hard to present something with such a large, footprint, but I will do the best I can. So now that we have it open, you can see we have everything laid out really nice in here. You get your 2 dice, and then you've got the 8 decks all lined up. Some of the cards people might recognize in here are notable cards from the duel decks will be the Rancor, Garrick Wildspeaker, Liliana Vess, Acroma, Demonic Tutor, Ancestral Visions, Jace Bellerin, Chandra Leonard, Daze, Imperious Perfects, Goblin War Chief, and much more. So we have our Elves. I'm going to show you each box individually. Goblins. And then we're going to zoom in and get a better look. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that right now, because there's not much point if you can't see it all, right? So let's slide this off. Zoom in a little bit. We'll go through each deck. So we've got Elves. Let's pull them all out of here so we can get a nice close look. Oh, and the dice I will show you. Nothing else in the box, but it is a nice way to store them. Feels a lot like some of those like higher end board games that you might buy. So let's take a look at our dice here. Very cool. As you guys know, I am a collector of sorts of dice. I wouldn't say that I like go out of my way to purchase them, but I try to keep especially all the special ones that we get. Let's go right through Elves. So the nice thing is these are originally put together, for pretty fair battles. They're great for new players, great for old players, returning players, and so much more. So as you can see, there's room in there. They have a spacer in here so your cards don't fly around. That's actually pretty thoughtful. I'm going to go ahead and open it. You get a lot of, the nice thing about the duel decks is you get a lot of alternate art and foil versions of cards that are just great. Your Ambush Commander, Allosaurus Rider. We're just going to kind of go through these. Here we have some tokens. Elemental token, Elf Warriors. A lot of people just love the tokens. We've got them token there. back into some creatures. And for those of you that ran these particular decks back, in the day, a lot of these will bring back memories. One of the nice things about them reprinting these is, here's one of the very nice Imperious Perfects. I think there's 2 in here. They're up 2 of them. A couple Landwar Elves. The nice thing about reprinting this kind of product is that you just, unfortunately, they get a bit hoarded, and their prices for the sealed product go absolutely bananas. Harmonize. And so by reprinting them like this, it helps them get more. They're more obtainable to people, casual players, EDH players. But I also look at this product as a little bit of its own game. This really hasn't been. I don't think many people are talking about it in this way. And this is going to be a little bit longer video. I'm going to go through each and every deck for you, so you get a great look at it. When I look at it, I think, how cool is it to just like roll a dice, you and a buddy or you and a couple friends, figure out a way to randomize the deck selection, and just go for it, right? Everyone take a deck randomly and you play. You can have a lot of different little games. You could play an 8-player game. You play a 3-4-player game. Whatever you particularly want to do. These decks are all pretty evenly matched. At least the particular duels were. So you could definitely get some fun interaction. Here we have a Garrick. Nice foil Garrick Wild Speaker. So a lot of people, as I read the comments, were concerned about the deck boxes. If they would hold sleeve cards. They look like they do. Now, I think these are meant as a nice way to keep the decks in the box, like in its original box. They look cool, and they're like foiled, and they just might not hold up to like getting crammed in your pocket or flying around in a backpack for very long. So I like them as a collector, just to kind of keep them. I think they're unique. I will keep the actual deck in the actual deck box. That's how I am. Certainly I wanted to address, it appears it'll fit sleeve just fine in there. But check out this. This is very cool Garrick. We got a Ravenous Baloth, plated Slagworm. Some very cool tokens. Some Elephant, Beast tokens, Bat token, Basking Root Walla. Very powerful little 1-drop. That is true. Wild Mongrel. Powerful card too. Giant Growth here, the Raincors. So for those of you looking for Raincors, they see play in a couple different decks. They are part of my modern hexproof deck. Invigorate. Beast Attack. Very cool. Overrun. Kind of a classic Garrick deck with very cool art on the Planeswalker. So I suppose I probably should have did these in order, but I was just so excited. You see there's actually like a little flap in here. Should show you that. So you can actually kind of close it. So actually, pretty good. Holds it pretty good. Will it last 2 years? No. But it holds the deck pretty good. Very cool Liliana box. Just a great way to keep them sorted as well, Look at that art on Liliana Vess. Just so cool. This will be, again, one of my longer videos. This comes out December 5th, and it has an MSRP of $99. Hopefully you'll be able to get it at that, or maybe even lower, depending on what's going on. But definitely a cool set. Cool kind of thing to have, especially like if it's Christmas time, you have people over and you want to teach them Magic. This is great. It seems less overwhelming when the deck's already pre-built, Liliana Vess, very cool. Skeletal Vampire, Bad Moon, love that card. Mutilate, that can definitely be a blowout. The old vampire bats. So a lot of these cards really take me back too. Some of these came out during, you know, the time when I was away from the game. Little Fairy Rogue there. Howling Banshee. Sign of Blood, classic. Check out that at Vicious Hunger art. Is squishing that dude's head. Snuff Out, very cool. The bigger they are, the faster they rot. Tendrils of Corruption, Corrupt, a couple of those for some removal. Enslave, Polluted Mire, and Swampies. So the Liliana deck is definitely cool. And like I said, I view these products maybe a little bit different. I don't think there's anything wrong with value seeking. But it's not everything to the game for me. And so I just like the idea to have the box, to have the deck boxes, to have a set, you know, keep it all together. Maybe we'll do a sweet giveaway or something on the channel. I'm not sure. Jace. I actually love the way these deck boxes look. Very cool. And as you can see, inside there's a lot of room. So yeah, this definitely fits sleeved, right? I mean, very cool Jace Bellerin. See some play? Yeah. But these are very cool looking Planeswalkers. And recently Wizards has actually done a pretty good job, like giving us some alternate art foils of cards that are actually seeing play, and they're holding value really well, so they've been doing a pretty good job with that. But again, these were already out there, so Jace Bellerin, Guile, Ancestral Vision. For those of you that don't know, it has Suspend 4, so you can basically exile it from your hand, and then in 4 turns cast it for a single blue. Target player draws 3 cards. Just so good. So good. Fathom Seer, Wall of Deceit. I mean, who doesn't respect the Battle Gnomes either? Here's a Mana War. Great tempo card. Great tempo card. Air Elemental, some finishers here. Aether Snipe. And again, these deck lists... Oh, here's the Daze. Just slide in and just almost missed Daze. Very cool. Counter spells. Some classics of Fact or Fiction. It's a nice card. Gush. This deck's got a lot of fun cards in it. That's for sure. Good old Jace. But yeah, this the foil... Just really cool. We're only halfway through, folks, so hopefully you're not getting bored. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of a closer look at Duel Decks Anthology. Here we have Shandra. And Wizards is pretty cool. They said I could upload this basically whenever, and maybe we'll go through this tonight on my Twitch stream, which is twitch.tv/MTG headquarters. Or if you're watching this on my YouTube page, you just subscribe to YouTube and you'll know. When I stream, I go through my stream schedule on YouTube all the time. Just Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Central to roughly midnight Central Time. Very cool looking Shandra Nalar here. Beautiful. She's, even though she doesn't see a ton of play, she holds value because people like to collect her. It'd be great if we could just get a killer Shandra soon. Like, I want to see her be dominating in Standard, not just like a role player, you know? Demon Fire here for some Elemental Shamans. Here's a Flamekin Brawler, Fire Slinger. Yeah, you know what, Wizards, while you're at it, go ahead and reprint Fireball. Alright, Inner Flame, Acolyte, Flame Tongue Kabu. This card's very fun. Furnace Whelp. Firebolt. Very, there's a lot of value in this card with flashback costs. Seal of Fire, Incinerate. I play this in my Modern Burn deck. Magma Jet. Cone of Flame, just so good. Yay, Fireball! Oh man, this card, it really takes me back. And we got 2 of them in here. I forgot that Fireball was even in here. So, I'm sorry, you did reprint it. Here's Keldon Megalith. This is actually in my Modern Burn deck as well. So there's some cards. I don't know if everyone plays that particular card in their Modern Burn deck, but it does come in handy when you empty out your hand and you're in top deck mode. You just need to get that last few points of damage. Often that's where the burn ends up with. Well, we can do at least 2 in order here. Divine and Demonic are the end. So here we have Goblins. Goblins was one of my very first theme decks I ever built. I love it. I think it's one of the... I think I'm probably not alone in that. But there certainly are a lot of advantages to theme decks, especially in just casual kitchen table play or in other formats like EDH. Theme decks are much harder to really make work in standard. They haven't been a thing in the standard world that I've played in, but there are modern theme decks and stuff, modern merfolks out there, stuff like that. So Siege Gang Commander, very cool. And what you're seeing on top is like, if these are basically, the dual decks would have had just like you see it in the store now, like a foil rare on top and then a Click Slither, very good. Ib Halfheart. Just kind of go through some of these cards. Again, full deck list is available. No surprises in here, but a Goblin War Chief. It's been reprinted, but it still holds some value. It's an important part of a Goblin deck. Raging Goblin, Reckless One. I drafted Goblins often in Vintage Masters. Bogart Shenanigans. I mean, obviously the Goblins have a card with Shenanigans in the name. We have Goblin Burrows and a Forgotten Cave. And a bunch of Meowton Dews. Very cool. So yeah, I'm really happy to have gotten this early. Hopefully I'll do a good enough job that they can let me bring stuff to you guys earlier, because I think this type of video is 1,000 times more helpful than me just opening the product on the day it comes out, especially something that's so expensive, like $100. Sometimes you gotta plan around that and save up and decide if you want it, or maybe after you actually see it close up, you decide, maybe I'm just gonna go get some singles, or maybe I'm just gonna, see if somebody will be selling part of these or something. I don't know. This set, we'll go to the Demonic set now. Just one left with Divine and Demonic left here. Lord of the Pit. God, I love this card. But wow, it's just so much fun here, I think, for casual play. Obviously, if you're a hardcore constructed player, this product, probably isn't something you're picking up anyway, but I think for just about anyone else, I think it's definitely fun. 7/7 Flying Trampler, no big deal. Another giant demon with the less often used quad black in the casting cost. Yeah, throw a Grey Merchant in this deck, you got plenty of devotion. If you're just playing kitchen table, Demon, Spirit Token, very cool looking Spirit Tokens. Thrall. Bring back more Thralls. We definitely need more Thralls in today's Magic. Feels like some of the forgotten Stinkweed Imp, Soot Imp. Wait a minute. Where are we? Fallen Angel. Love this card. Dark Ritual. Duress. Unholy Strength. Cruel Edict. That's a fun card. Definitely enjoy that. Oh yeah, look, there's a casual Demonic Tutor with the alternate art. Boy, if this thing would have ended up in foil, that would have been a game changer, huh? But it is still beautiful. People have varying opinions about tutors in Commander. It's definitely one of the most powerful cards of all time in Magic. It's heavily restricted or banned in many, many formats, but still a hard-to-get card, $15 card, so it's good that they're reprinting it. Although I think a lot of people will probably keep these sets together. I think the way this is a little different than like re-releasing it in, say, an event deck or some product like that. Because I'm not incented. Even if there was a $50 card and everything else was worth nothing, I wouldn't want to break up the set, because this is going to be just something fun when people come over, you know, keep this right in the game closet. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm not sure if Wizards intended that or would be happy that I'm saying that, but that's how I view it. I think it's awesome. I think it's like a board game, and they are coming out with a board game, but it's kind of, to me, it's just cool to have around. I'm not going to pillage. Here's Divine, just beautiful art. Really pops with that foiling on the outside too. Yeah, you want to be careful when you open these too. You can't like rip it up, because then you're going to rip that plastic tab or that paper tab up there. So just be careful of that. Like, make sure you push it down and like unhook it. They'll last much, much longer. Just beautiful foil chroma here. I mean, it's a foil angel, everybody. I mean, so, you know. Just a lot of people will be happy to get their hands on her. 6/6 for 8 with flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black, and protection from red. Pretty saucy, huh? Luminous Angel, Ray of Dawnbringer. Random Planes up at top. That's okay. Angelic Page. And I probably missed over a couple of the notable reprints. Like, it's well known, you know. I did have a little bit of time away from the game, so might not recognize everything. Pacifism, like that art. Really like the art on that. Angel's Feather. Here's Marble Diamond. Very cool. I think they're updating the art on those, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. Secluded Step. Cycling lands is a mechanic I actually really enjoy. It'd be cool to see that back in the current game. But, I don't know. That is the Divine. So now you've seen all 8 decks, all 35 tokens. Remember, it's Elves versus Goblins, Jace versus Shandra, Divine versus Demonic, and Garrick versus Liliana. It comes out December 5th. If you have any questions, I do have a contact in Wizards PR now, so I can maybe get them answered for you in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to do so. And if you like this video, please remember to crush that thumbs up button. It all matters. It all means a lot. It helps new people find the channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists, from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.